And it looks like we are live. Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here, and tonight is the finale of the Fallout 3 All Trophy playthrough. Let's celebrate. So yes, tonight we will be finishing the Fallout 3 All Trophy playthrough. This may very well be one of the last live streams of Fallout 3 I ever do, at least on the PS3. Because someday, hopefully in the next couple of years, I would like to get a good gaming PC. So that I could actually, play things like this, but with mods and stuff, and just have new ideas with it, randomizers maybe, stuff like that. And, not have it break on me constantly. So all that's left in the game is Psychotic Prankster, which we're saving for last in terms of trophies. 2 more super mutant behemoths. I know where one of them is. And the bobbleheads. We have 18 more to get. Yeah, this is exciting. We're finally at the end. Took several months, but we're finally there. We've been at it since, before Thanksgiving. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I don't need all the stuff that I'm currently carrying. I'm sure that Fox is carrying some junk. But as you can see, our skills, several of them are maxed out. Why is Barter and Charisma up? What do I... Oh! I did not know, or I honestly forgot the T-51B power helmet gave you +1 charisma. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. But all that matters now is that we must locate our remaining bobbleheads and other collectibles. Oh, crap. Why did he have to go in right now? Oh, wait. Did I pick this lock at some point? Possibly. And he's not mad about us being in here, apparently. Or rummaging around through his house and his guns. Now, where is that bobblehead? There it is. There's our first one. Our strength has been permanently increased by 1. Awesome. It's 3 down, 17 to go. Quite a few of them. But it's an easy one to save for last. Especially since we have the Explorer perk. Next up, we're going to travel all the way to the very remote Republic of Dave. David-y Dave. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a good week. Mine was very long. I thought he was straight up about to start shooting that kid. I mean, I know that he can't, but it would have been kind of hilarious. Actually, I think this place hates me. Because I killed Dave at some point. I think that's what happened. Okay, I guess the sentry bot is just gonna follow us in here. Is it a... Was it owned by the Republic of Dave or something? Because I don't remember them having a sentry bot. Okay, that kid's running away, fine. This whole republic has all of 2 buildings, or 3 buildings, excuse me.
I give up.
The ballot box. That is for his little unmarked quest. That's all that was left in there. But yeah, he's got an unmarked quest you can do that has to do with, like, the elections in the Republic of Dave or something. I never really bother with doing it because I'm hardly ever up here.
I'm getting out of here.
So this whole place only has, like, 5 or 6 people in it, maybe? Okay, so it must be in the other building. This thing only has, like, 5 or 6 people in it.
I give up. Help! Help! Leave me
Is that a
alone.
kid? Yeah, that's a kid. There it is. And there's a glitchy lamp. Okay, that's 2 down. Next up is Endurance, which is all the way in the Deathclaw Sanctuary. Oh, and I haven't even discovered anything near there, so this is going to be fun. Oh, that's so far away.
Run for it. I'm getting out of here.
Get out of here, kid. Also, apparently there are mods that, like, allow you to kill the kids, according to people I knew in school. I guess I'm not surprised that they would do that, but... or that people would do that, but... I guess maybe a little bit surprised. Not really. So what's our over-under on how many times the game is going to crash tonight? I'm guessing probably 4 times. Because there's going to be a lot of open world stuff today. So I suspect it's going to be like 4 times tonight, unfortunately. But we're finishing this thing tonight. There's not much left. 16 more bobbleheads, 2 more behemoths. Psychotic Prankster, and the conclusion of the Keller family miscellaneous quest, unmarked quest, whatever you want to call it. So we're getting this thing done tonight. Unless my PS3 decides to, like, jet plane again. Does that actually oh, there's an Overlord. Yeah, that actually happened when I was recording part 17. I was going to record it. And the thing straight up sounded like a jet engine. Now, I'm no stranger to it because my PS4's done it plenty of times. I've never heard this PS3 do it. I should also... Please tell me I do, okay. Yes, this is something that we want. Dart gun is going to be very helpful where we're headed. One last time that we're going to want to use it. That I know of. That's an albino rat, or actually I can't tell. It kind of looked big enough to be one, but... No, it's only a giant. So, this weapon does work on rad scorpions, but not well. Like, it kind of works on them, but it just doesn't work very well. Doesn't stun him as well. Okay, so we're mostly gonna skip other locations and stuff for now. Just want to play the game. The next one after this is in a vault. So that's always fun. Alright, I fully expect there to be several death claws here. That was a dead one. Well, it looks like they don't realize... Well, Dogmeat almost knocked me down into there, which would have been tragic. Okay, they should both be stunned or weakened. Oh, I can't even... Why do I have that? I don't even know why I have that. I have literally no use for that missile launcher. Hey, Father Jack. Any ideas for new trophy content on the channel? Oh, that hurt. In the future, I definitely want to keep doing more, like, full game trophy playthrough streams. Because some of them do really well. Like, Cosmic Shake did awesome. And despite the game's age, South Park has been going pretty well. And I'm absolutely having a blast playing through that game, going for trophies in it. It's been so much fun. It's on a table somewhere here. But then I also intend to do videos in sort of the new trophy format. Trophy achievement format. Wow, it's dark in here. You know the format that I'm talking about. Some of y'all do, I'm sure. There it is. Along with a mini nuke that I want. And something else. I think it was a skill book. It's an energy weapons one, actually. That's probably useful. I don't know if I have that one. So, tons of dead in here. But yeah, in the sort of, you know, I guess you could call it the Nick AR style, because he's the one that's popularized it. It's so dark in here, you can't see how to get out. I hope I'm going the right way. I am. That audio bug is annoying. There won't be another one like this for a long time, probably. Because obviously this game, for as much as I love it, it's quite buggy. Hi, Jay, and I kind of have, honestly. Because the videos you guys are seeing were recorded months ago. That have, like, easy peasy platinums. A lot of those were recorded months ago. I haven't done an easy peasy platinum in many months, in like 2 months now at least. Because the last semi-technically easy peasy game I did, it was 112th C, but that's an East Asia soft game, and their games are at least of decent quality. That's the last one I did, and that was like 2 or 3 months ago. Because since then I've done, I mean, Some of my other Platinum since then have been easy, but they're not bad games. Things like Terminator Resistance Enhanced, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake, Power Wash Simulator. So games that may not necessarily be all that tough, but that are at least good. They're the good kind of easy Platinum, where the game actually took the creators more than 5 minutes to produce. And I'm still proud of never having done, like, the... what are they called? And I've done some Press X to win games. Actually, Father Jack, that's what I'm working on right now. Uh-oh. It might have crashed on the loading screen. I'm going to see if I can get it to work here in a second. But yeah, I'm actually working on one right now. For SpongeBob is going to be the first one. Then there's going to be one for Terminator. And there's eventually going to be one for Fallout. So yeah, I do actually intend to do that. Hey, Secret Underdog. Okay, the game has crashed literally 15 minutes in. Or actually, wait a minute. My controller disconnected. Alright, I'm back. Fallout 3... It'll probably... I think that a lot of the time, if I do videos like this, it will probably be more just like my experience getting them and showing them unlocking. But I'll give like blurbs about how to do anything that isn't self-explanatory or story-related. But yeah, Fallout 3 is definitely... I will do that at some point. But that's going to be a bit of a monster of... Well, honestly, it's not, because I'm going to be able to condense it down to probably be a half an hour long. Because how much time have I spent on this game so far? So this playthrough has been 44 hours, but that's included all the DLC. So you can obtain this platinum in under 40 hours for sure, so... It's going to be a good bit of editing, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. I may also be streaming the entirety of Resident Evil 4 Remake when that comes out in a couple of weeks. That is a day one pickup for me, most likely, and probably a day one streaming for me. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a... whatever it's called, special edition of the game. The one that, the physical special edition that had all the stuff with it. I probably could have gotten one if I had actually really tried for it, but I didn't. Trying to be... I mean, it's not that I need to be necessarily better with money, just trying to not waste money on stuff like that when it's... To be fair, like, the SpongeBob Cosmic Shake special edition... I would have bought, because I bought the one for Battle for Bikini Bottom. The Battle for Bikini Bottom one was pretty good for the price. It was reasonable. At least the $150 one was. Cosmic Shake Special was going to be like $250. And it came with like a Patrick balloon and several other things. That's so dumb. It's like the Hogwarts Legacy Special Edition, which comes with the weird floating wand thing people have made fun of. Best special editions I've ever had. Well, that was annoying. It's happened before. It's still really annoying when it happens. It completely booted me to the XMB, which doesn't usually happen on this game on PS3. It usually just freezes. How's GTA 5 going? Not good. Like, at all. Basically what happened this past weekend, We were playing through it. Working on Criminal Mastermind 4. So on Saturday, we got through all of Act 1 with little to no problem. We had one death and everyone was able to quit out pretty quickly. Act 1's pretty easy though. Act 1's short, it's only like 3 preps, 3 setups in the finale. Act 2, we finish all the preps, no problem. We finish the first 1 or 2 setups, no problem. But we get into the setup where you have to rescue the HVT, the agent or whatever, from like a mill or a foundry or something. And we actually had no trouble getting him out. Unfortunately, the vehicle driver was the dude in our group that I knew from the beginning was going to be a problem. Because he's not good at the game overall. Like, whenever we were just running the Doomsday Heist just to beat it, he was always the one dying constantly and failing missions. Plus, he was also very inconsistent with being able to play, but that, I totally understand that because, like, you know, stuff comes up in life, can't always play. So I totally understand that, I have no issue with that. Okay, so apparently the game just wouldn't let me travel to Canterbury Commons. So I had to travel to the nearby Antagonizer's lair. So, yeah, we were doing that. And we managed to get the HVT out, but he decides to drive. And because he is too careless or reckless or too dumb to follow instructions or to follow basic ideas of gaming, he drives the car into a fuel tank at the airfield where you have to drop the HVT off at. And keep in mind that this is probably the last really, like, difficult mission until the finale of Act 3. Because the finale of Act 3 is pretty brutal, not gonna lie. It's got so many enemies in it. And some time sections. I don't really remember the rest of Act 2. Well, no, there's maybe like one other difficult mission I can remember. But he drives the car straight into the explosive tank. And it blows us up. So, naturally, that kills us. And we all immediately quit. So, already, you know, that's 20 minutes of our time wasted because he was being dumb. Only to find out that it's actually a lot worse than that. Because everybody else's progress is fine. Mine got wiped. Which makes no sense to me. I'm the only one that got wiped. No one else did. Which I cannot possibly comprehend why that would have happened, because I was not the host of the lobby. I was not the one that set the heist up. When we quit out on the other mission, it worked fine. And it's all just something that was so easily avoided if you have just even the slightest ability to play a video game. So I'm extremely salty about that. Managed to waste so much of my time. You know, wasted 4 hours of my weekend. Being a dumbass. Have I found a replacement for him? Yeah, Criminal Mastermind is unnecessarily annoying. It should have been one Criminal Mastermind challenge. Any of them. The 4, 3, or 2 player. Do it once. It's not easy, but it's much more doable. I don't know why it has to be all 3 variants of it. And part of the problem is that the game... A huge problem is that the game just doesn't work. Like, if the game was actually fully functional, that'd be one thing. But GTA Online does not work. It has so many issues. And inconsistencies and such, like what I've just talked about. Oh yeah, this is the Gary clone vault. I almost forgot about that. So this place was the home of a cloning experiment gone horribly wrong, and it generated dozens of clones of Gary. Have I found a replacement for him? Yeah, I found a different person slash group I'll be playing with eventually. But I got very much demotivated to ever touch that game again. And it's just frustrating because, like, I know it's something that I can do. Because in terms of, like, absolute true difficulty, it's not going to be the hardest thing I've ever done by any means. I've definitely beaten harder games than that. But it's so demoralizing because it's so easily failed if one person screws up. And to be completely honest, I was probably making the fewest mistakes. I almost never was the reason why we failed during our first run-through of the Doomsday Heist, or even of the regular heists. I can remember there was one time I crashed a helicopter that we were in. That was 100% my fault. Because I really shouldn't have gotten in the helicopter in the first place, because I'm not good at piloting helicopters in that game. I'm much better with planes. I'm perfectly good in planes. I'm usually the designated flyer in the group. But not helicopters. Never been good with them. Never been good with them with, like, any game except for maybe, like, Mercenaries 2. More Garys. It's funny, we have a groundhog that works, or that lives in the area behind where I work. Actually, several of them. It's a whole family of them. And they've been affectionately named Gary by one of the girls I work with, so they're all named Gary. And there's at least a couple of them. Ooh, a safe. Force luck 100%. Nice. Yeah, it's so infuriating that we made that much progress and we get screwed over in that way, that I'm the only one that got screwed over. Because I certainly would have, continued with everyone had it not chosen to screw me over. But that's just my luck with video games. Games seem to have it out for me. Games seem to like to screw with me more than, like, anyone else out there. Okay, I thought... Oh, is that a trap terminal? For a second I thought that was a trap terminal. So yeah, that was just not a good experience. Criminal Mastermind is just not going to be... Oh, there it is. For the absolute majority of people. But if I do manage to do it, it'll be by far the rarest trophy I've ever obtained. It's a 0.48%. And again, the main reason why it's so rare is partially due to difficulty of it, because it's not an easy trophy by any means. It still requires a good bit of skill. But a big chunk of it is just the game doesn't freaking work, and never has. Like, if the game just worked right, probably wouldn't be as much of a problem. Probably more people would have it. I will get it eventually, but it may take another year. Everyone's still encouraging me to do Division 2, so I probably will. I think that they might be into a new season of Division 2, so it might be a good time to start with all the seasonal manhunt stuff. Because there's a trophy for that. DLC. Because, like, Division 2, the Platinum's not that hard. Same with Division 1. The Platinum wasn't overly difficult. It's like a 3 to 4 out of 10, nothing major. Something I can absolutely do. 3 of the DLCs are just really short story DLCs. Okay, next up is Intelligence, which is actually very easy. I know where this one is. And then there's... The first raid is pretty easy, apparently. Even with it requiring 8 people. It's just I'm not very knowledgeable on the whole Warlords of New York DLC, and then there's a second raid that's apparently quite a bit tougher. Hey, Invisible! I'm doing well, and I hope you are too. Whoa! Okay, that's unusual. Just phase through there. I saw that you're doing Jet Set Radio. That game actually looks pretty interesting. I haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet. Work's been super busy this week. So I'm going to try to watch a lot of it this weekend. It looks like a mix of Cyberpunk and Tony Hawk. Which seems like a really weird combination, but it seems like a combination that would work. You're on your way to a self-inflicted brain stroke from playing the game? Alright, so now that we're here, we're going to head off to the science lab. And there is an easy bobblehead here. This is going to put us at 7 total. I didn't actually mean to open the locker. Intelligence. That bobblehead is actually useless. Because I maxed out my intelligence at the start of the game in order to do a max skills run. So if you were following my guide exactly, then that particular bobblehead is useless. But it's okay, because it's needed for the trophy. Okay, controller. I probably need to get another PS3 controller at some point. This one's has never worked all that well. Okay, agility is in Greener Pastures disposal site. For some reason I was thinking agility was somewhere else. Like in... Which one is the one in Fort Constantine? That I walked past last time. The tutorial alone went down in history to make Turd soft gamers cry real tears. So it's not an easy game, but it's a fun game with fun art style and gameplay and stuff. That's good. I can't wait to start watching that. Sounds like fun. So I might have seen a few videos of it over the years. Okay, I have no idea where this is. Oh, there it is. It's actually right next to the alien beacon. That's good, so that's not too far. Not too much of a walk. So we get this, we'll be at 8, and then one more, and we get to 9. That'll be all of the special bobbleheads. The last one's gonna be, or the last of the special bobbleheads is gonna be a bit of a prick to get to. This is in the Arlington Cemetery, which is, from what I remember, kind of difficult to get to and possibly requires metro travel. And we really want to limit our time out in the open world. Because that's going to cause the game to crash. Oh, there's the disposal site. We're already there. Or is this something else? Oh. Maybe it's part of it? Okay, yeah, it's part of it. Is that not the building where the bobblehead is? Okay, it's in the office building. So is that not the office building? Or is it one of these overturned truck thingies? I guess that's technically more of a rail car than anything. Oh, it's probably over here. That looks like it could be a small shack. Jet Set Radio 2000 for the Dreamcast is the first game in history to use cel-shaded graphics. That's kind of cool to have that distinction. Even if others started using it. Or ripping it off or copying it or whatever you want to say. Well, this is a pretty small office. There's a random wastelander out here.
Something.
Oh, nothing's troubling me. Oh, did the thing get in here? Because that tends to happen sometimes. Oh, hey, dog meat. I didn't actually need to talk to you. Okay, where's the bobblehead in here? Oh, I don't think this is it. Yeah, this is not the office. Because there's no safe in here to open. There's a foot locker. No, this is not where we were supposed to go. Never mind. Well, now we're going to get attacked by a rat scorpion the second we step outside. Okay, yeah, that's just a makeshift shack. Why must it be so dark outside? Well, if they can kill that enemy... Well, I can't wait right now, though. Because we're in the middle of radiation, and the game won't let you wait while you're being irradiated. Okay, after we get this one, we are only exploring during the day. Did Dogmeat just open that gate? I think Dogmeat opened that gate. I'm pretty sure he just opened that gate. Because he is a smart pupper. He is much smarter than my pupper. Than one of my puppers. One of my puppers is very smart. The other one is not. We love him regardless because he's so sweet. But he's not very smart. How did I miss this? I guess it was dark enough that I walked right past it. Well, I'm dumb. And then we get the audio glitch there, so that's always wonderful. But we do get our agility bobblehead. Oh, hey there, little guy. I haven't seen one of you in a while. And I won't see you again because you're dead. And you are not worth the ammo. Okay, that's 6 out of the 7. The last one is in Arlington. Oh, please don't tell me Arlington is part of this giant clusterfuck of random locations in DC. This is going to take some figuring out. Capitol building, we gotta go there. Let's see. The mall, the irradiated metro. Oh, there it is. Arlington Cemetery. Oh, it's near Greyditch? Really? Okay, so we have to get to this flooded metro. I do remember that. We have to go in like a weird direction to get here. Because Arlington's hard to get to from what I remember. This will be 9 bobbleheads collected out of 20. So progress is being made quite slowly. There's Grandma Sparkle Muffin. I call her that because there is a spider. And it is called the Sparkle Muffin. It is the name of the spider. I think it's a peacock spider. And it's very colorful. And kind of cute. Like, could make for a decent pet, maybe, if you're not afraid of spiders. I'm not, but other people are. And most people would probably find a spider being my pet to be a turnoff. But I feel like spiders are probably harder to keep as pets than people think. Same thing with, like, lizards and iguanas and stuff. Like, you wouldn't think they'd be all that hard to take care of, but they are. Like, I would totally have a pet iguana by now, but they're really, like, quite challenging, or at least intensive to take care of. Especially if you ever have a time where, like, you lose power. Like, you need to have, like, a generator and stuff. Because they need to have heat sources. Generator or fireplace or something. Because whenever we go to Aruba, the iguanas are so fun. They come right up to you and eat out of your hand if you let them. As long as you're comfortable around them, they'll come right up and eat right out of your hand. And they won't even bite you. They have very straight teeth. But they'll just come right up and nibble it right out of your hand. Like you're their new friend. Yeah, they're very gentle creatures. They like bread and vegetables. They really like bread, actually. Which probably isn't the best for them, because bread is not that good for you. Alright, so that one person back there, they gave us a little note that could potentially be useful. I think that someone is launching something at us. Probably a centaur launching something at me. Okay, so we're now in Arlington. Which has a lot of, like, massive walls built around it. I remember that being a thing in real life. Some 2008 graphics over there. But the collectible is in the Arlington house here. Games with cel-shaded art, what can I name? Is Epic Mickey cel-shaded?
Where?
I'm not very knowledgeable. I mean, I recognize the art style, I'm just not, like, knowledgeable on it. So this is cool. This is a unique character here. We can turn that body into the regulators. And we get a bunch of caps for it. And there's a bobblehead. So that's all the special skill bobbleheads. We're making progress. We're almost halfway done. I didn't want the beer. Beer is not good. I'm not a big beer fan. I'll occasionally have one, but beer is so full of carbs. It's not something I can find myself drinking much of. I'm not exactly saying that liquor's any better, because it's also terrible for you. But at least it has no carbs. So there's that. Ooh, darts, actually. I can take that. Alright, so that is our 9th bobblehead. Toon Link Zelda games. Oh, okay. Dragon Ball Z. I've played maybe like one Dragon Ball Z game ever. Genshin Impact, never played. Borderlands, yeah, I guess Borderlands kind of. Okay, the next one is in Evergreen Mills, which we actually cleared out last time. That's not bad. Game's not trash. The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us. So those are technically cel-shaded? I'm not very knowledgeable on art and animation. I think a lot of people probably realize that by now. Yeah, The Walking Dead's a great game. Even though the whole choices actually matter thing is not all that true. Because in reality, in those games, your choices don't matter as much as they like to hype them up to. If we're being completely honest here. In fact, if I ever manage to obtain a copy of the Japanese... Oh, you know what? Let me take that Scope 44 just to repair my other gun with. If I'm ever able to obtain a Japanese version of The Walking Dead Season 1 to get the Platinum Trophy in... Because I would like to do that. I would love to do every single Telltale game. Because I highly doubt anyone's technically done that with every single stack. So if I'm ever able to obtain a copy of the Japanese version of Walking Dead Season 1... that'd be cool, because I will stream it. And the entire playthrough will be me hitting only one button the entire time, except for QuickTime events that are required to beat the story. I think that could be fun. That could make for a slightly more intriguing playthrough. Because usually in that game, square was the more, like, normal, positive option, whereas circle was the asshole option. And I kind of want to go through the whole game being the asshole and see what happens. This is the only one that has... It's one of only, like, 2 that has that many versions. The final season has 4 versions. Final season has North American and European disc, as well as North American and European digital. And getting the digital version for Europe is not going to be easy. Well, really, both versions from Europe are going to be tough. I don't know, maybe Killer can... Maybe I can get Killer to buy it for me and I'll buy it from him after. I could see that being a possibility. Maybe I can get just... Yeah, get Killer to buy it for me and then, pay him back for it. I think Ghost is going to buy, Saw 2 off of me at some point, so... Oh, actually, I might just give it to him as a wedding present, but... Anyway. Let's keep moving. Is that a nuclear grenade? Oh, that's a nuclear grenade. Oh, hell yeah, I'll take that. Used to mimic the style of a comic. Okay, so like cartoon, comic book style. Okay, that makes sense. Similar techniques that can make an image look like a sketch, an oil painting, or an ink painting. Name comes from cells, as in celluloid. Okay. Clear sheets of acetate, which were painted on for use in traditional 2D animation. Okay. I'm learning things today. See, we're an educational channel, which means I should be able to write this off of my taxes. Actually, I don't make $600 a year, so I don't have to worry about taxes with YouTube. That was an accident. I did not mean to jump off there. Or didn't think it would be that much of a fall. See, I don't actually make enough off of YouTube to be taxed for it. At least not yet. Might happen someday, but I don't know. Also, income taxes are unconstitutional. Just saying it. Okay, so that's the door we gotta go through. We gotta get to the bazaar. There it is. Almost loaded the Wikipedia page. There's a Wikipedia page for cell shading that I need to check out. I will look at it at some point then. But first and foremost, we got to finish some Fallout 3. Nearly everyone in here should be dead. Sounds like there's a few of them left. A few stragglers left, sitting around somewhere. Alright, we got to find a smiling Jack that I killed. So he's dead, so this is where we gotta go. The bobblehead is in here somewhere. Oh, there's a whole, like, secret area back here? Oh, wow, I didn't even know that. Or I forgot that was there. There's barter, and that is 10. 10 down, 10 to go. There's a trophy for it. What in the butt? We got a bobblehead. Many notable video games use a style, including Legend of Zelda Wind... Okay, yep. I have played Wind Waker before, long time ago. Okami, okay, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Now that you mention it, that does make sense. In contrast to their visual styles, such as photorealism is often used to lend a more artistic or fantastical element to a video game's environment. For Okami, the director described his vision for the game's graphics. He wanted to create a game with the natural beauty of the Japanese countryside. We got that with Ghost of Tsushima as well, I would say. Which was a wonderful game. Okay, so Big Guns is the one that's in Fort Constantine. That's going to be number 11. Which, speaking of Nintendo stuff, I'll probably live stream Pikmin 3, like, during the couple of weeks leading up to Pikmin 4's release. Which I cannot wait for. That is probably going to be a day one purchase for me. I love Pikmin. Pikmin is fun. Pikmin 4 looks like it's going to be pretty good, though, because it looks like it's a whole new planet. So new aliens, so probably a new objective. But it looks to be mixed between collecting treasures and maybe something else. So a little bit more Pikmin 2-esque. It's going to bring back the Pikmin 2 dungeons in that same style. I can tell that. But it also looks like it's going to be the first game that lets us go underground. Why did I say underground? Because that's not even the word that I meant to say. What I meant to say was it's going to let us go out at night. In the teaser trailer, it looks like we get to go out at night. Maybe it's like special missions or something, but that's what it looks like. So I cannot wait for that. I am going to be streaming Pikmin 4 when it comes out, for sure. Because I think Pikmin is one of the most underrated franchises out there. I really do think so. I think it's a great game series. And I wish it got a little bit more respect. Okay, we got big guns. We got energy weapons. Explosives is in one of the many radio stations. One of the many radio star stations, or whatever that song is. There's a radio star song that I hear on the radio sometimes. It's fucking annoying. 5 squares south and 4 squares east from the northernmost corner. And this one? WKML broadcast. Okay, yep, this is it. Guide slightly off on that. It's off by about a point, but that's fine. So that game, it drew media attention for its cel-shading art. It's had a lasting influence on cel-shading video games since the early 2000s. I can see that then. One game that I know won't be cel-shaded, 2 games actually, are Pikmin 4 and Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I cannot fucking wait for. Oh, I remember this bobblehead.
Game's over!
This one's stupid. It's not actually in the radio station. It's in like a bunker next to it. For some reason. I remember this one. Or I have very loose memories of it. But yeah, I cannot wait for Pikmin 4, and I cannot wait for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I mean, let me clarify Resident Evil 4 Remake. I love Resident Evil 4. I love that game. And I want that remake to be good. Like, I really want it to be great. I want it to be amazing. But I'm definitely at least a little bit worried. I mean, the Resident Evil 2 remake was awesome. I loved that. And the Resident Evil 3 remake was decent. I mean, I thought it was fine in terms of gameplay. But a lot of people that played the original didn't like it. And that's fair because I never actually played the original Resident Evil 3. So I don't really have a good opinion on that particular subject. So what changes do I know that the remake has? It's a different viewpoint. Like, it's more the way that Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake are in terms of the way it looks. And I know that Resident Evil 4 technically was third person. Like, technically, it was. But I also know that there are going to be a lot more or longer Ashley sections. They're going to expand on that and maybe actually make her less of a pointless human being. Okay, we've got the medicine bobblehead, so the next one we need is the lockpick bobblehead in the Bethesda ruins. Which, I know where that is. It's over here somewhere. Oh, that's nowhere near anything. I have to head south from the scrapyard. Don't even bother with killing enemies anymore. It's not even worth it. Yeah, there's more Ashley sections, but I think she's supposed to actually be a more usable character. Plus, I think the game's going to get a VR version that's going to release on PlayStation, which I cannot freaking wait for, because I have played the Oculus Quest 2 Resident Evil 4 variant. It is so much fun. Like, me and Lizard Guy were playing it, because he has a Quest 2. So, we were playing that, and we were playing Super Hot VR and a few other things. That game is so much fun. No QTEs. Yes, I did hear about that. I cannot believe I forgot to mention that, but yes, you are completely correct. That is 100% a thing, and I'm very happy about that. QTEs in that game were annoying. Maybe it'll make running away from the boulder less annoying. Maybe it'll make the Del Lago fight less annoying. Maybe it'll make pretty much the entire game less annoying, if we're being completely honest. I hate QTEs. Ashley can't hide anywhere anymore, but heals over time. Oh, okay. I mean, I never had her hide that much. Only in a few areas. But if she can heal over time, that's going to be nice. It's going to be a bit of a nice break. Your knife will break? Oh boy, that's going to be something. I played large portions of that game using only a knife. Because it's a legitimate way to play the game. Because the knife's actually fairly good in certain areas. It's the best weapon in the Krauser boss fight. God, so what's the Krauser boss fight going to be like if your knife can break? Are you going to have to use... Because the old strategy was, use the TMP on him to weaken him until he would drop his guard and then knife him to death. So what the hell is the strategy going to be in this one? Who knows? I don't know. That's gonna be interesting then. If the knife can break, that's gonna be a change. Multiple currencies. I guess that makes sense. Bobblehead is in the eastern building, okay. They remove her midriff outfit. You'll skip it. Yeah, I mean, her outfits are good because they're at least unique and interesting to see because, especially because the knight armor actually makes her invincible to damage, which makes her not a problem. There's going to be new enemies, that doesn't surprise me. And new side quests from the merchant. Okay. Mr. Merchant Man gonna be giving us some side quests that, aside from getting the Punisher from shooting the medallions. Okay, I like that. I mean, I think the game's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope it's going to be good. I know that Resident Evil 4 is one of those sacred games where you're not supposed to touch. Because it's considered one of the greatest games of all time. But I hope this remake is going to be good. Because I love Resident Evil 4 as well. And I want this game to be good. Is it bad that I really kind of want a Resident Evil 5 remake? Like for the modern consoles? Don't get me wrong. Resident Evil 5 has a lot of problems. I hope we're not starting this again. Okay, what was I saying? How do we get in here? The east side. Oh, we have to get there from the western side. Okay. Ashley is no longer your only companion. Double agent. We will recruit them with you. The one killed by Sadler. Really? Okay. That's interesting. I did not know that that was going to be a thing. Yeah, that is a game that I am excited for. I cannot wait for that one to come out. Because, again, I love Resident Evil 4. I've beaten it many times. It's not like the earlier Resident Evils for me. Because, like, 2 and 3, when those remakes came out, I had never played 2 or 3. But, I mean, I enjoyed those games for sure. But I don't know how I would have felt if I had been, like, a mega fan of those games. I think that's the door we have to go through.
Importance of periodic weapon maintenance. Rifle, pistol, police baton, I don't care which. If your weapon is
Noodles.
the only wasteland asshole that's gonna kill is you.
Ramen noodles. Always delicious, by the way. So we're going to be able to recruit Lewis. That is kind of awesome. I would love to see there be like a secret ending where he survives. I think that would be actually pretty cool. Maybe the game will have multiple endings this time. Because 2 and 3 have multiple endings, right? Or at least 2 does. Doesn't it? Or am I stupid? I might just be stupid. I feel like 2 has multiple endings. Center of the area on a desk. That's going to be kind of cool, though, if we can recruit him. Because he's a badass in the cabin defense sequence. Like, in the cabin defensive sequence, he can't die. And if you accidentally shoot him enough times, he'll kill you. It's a unique cutscene you can get. Which is really, really cool. I also love how he's capable of taking out Leon with his pistol, which is very clearly... That's something that's unique, is like, There's the bobblehead. He uses what is the 10mm pistol in this game. It is the Mauser C96. And apparently it's used by this Spanish cult and the people of Spain in 2006. Like, I know that Spain doesn't have the best history out there. Not saying that anyone does, because they don't, but still, like, you're using a C96, a Mauser C96, a weapon from a time in which the Ottoman Empire was a thing. You're kind of asking for death at that point, don't you think? Laser was always fun. Yeah, and then they turned the laser hallway into a thing in all of the Resident Evil movies. Or in like 4 of them. I think it was in either 3 or 4 of them. Because it was in the original, it was in Extinction, and it was in the final one. Which, by the way, let me say something here about the Resident Evil movies. I will make much more of a statement about it when Resident Evil 4's remake comes out. So Lockpick is done, Medicine is done. Melee is in the Dunwich building. Okay, you know what? We're going to skip that one for now. Because that is an insanely complicated one. The repair bobblehead is in Arfu, so let's grab that one first. No problems with QTEs. Laser hallways are always fun, but they added a worse enemy than the Iron Maiden. Fucking wonderful. That's going to be wonderful, isn't it? I wonder if they added any new weapons to deal with them. And I really hope the PRL 412 is going to be in the game as a reward. Because it's so much fun playing through the game with that weapon. Just one-shot everything. It's just kind of fun to be that overpowered. But with the Resident Evil movies, like, I like them. They're kind of a guilty pleasure. I do like the movies. But the way they ended the Alice saga still makes me angry. I'm still angry about the way they ended the 6th movie. Like, it makes no sense to me how they ended the 6th movie. A lot of stuff in that movie makes absolutely no sense. And the weird thing is that that one is considered to be, like, the second best one. And I don't know who they're polling to call that the second best one. But in my opinion, that's the second worst one. Because of how much it screws up the story. Afterlife is the worst one. Don't get me wrong, Afterlife is the worst. That's the 4th one. That's by far the worst one. But the final one is the second worst because it screws the story up so freaking badly. I mean, you get rid of... The 5th one, Retribution, had a really good setup for the finale. You had, you know, Leon, Ada, and Jill with Alice fighting off a massive army of BOWs. With Wesker now a reluctant ally. And the movie would have ended with humanity saved, but Wesker is still being a bitch, so Alice has to fight him in a massive, crazy final fight and kills him. Or perhaps they both die in the fight. Either way, though, it would have been a really good finale. They could have done it well. But no, they fucked it up every way possible. Okay, we gotta go to the Dunwich building. I'm not looking forward to this. I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. This location is really, really neat. And also really, really freaking weird. Hey, Lan, how's it going? This one can be a little bit weird. Yeah, from what I remember, this one's in like a really weird spot. I remember this one being difficult. So the Dunwich building is one of the most mysterious, weird buildings in this world. Got Death from Above trophy on Battlefield 5. Oh yeah, that one was annoying. Me, Ghost, and whoever else we were playing with at the time boosted it. And I have no regrets. Because it was... Oh, there's an albino rat scorpion. Wonderful. Because I agree, that one was annoying. So yeah, the Dunwich building is one of the strangest buildings to ever exist within this franchise. It has a lot of lore to it. But yeah, that is by far the worst trophy in that game, so at least you've got the worst one knocked out. Like, nothing else even comes close to being that bad. So, the Dunwich building. This place is weird. If you've ever been here, you know that it's weird. Might not necessarily know why, but you know it's weird. I don't fully understand this story either. It's like a ghost story mixed with a gas leak or something, from what I remember. That's a Reaver. There's a Reaver here. Of course there is. So this combat shotgun, I'm trying to figure out what it is in the real world. Because it doesn't look like a striker. At all. This is a detachable magazine. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like a standard semi-automatic Remington shotgun, but they modified it to have a detachable magazine. That's not something that's unheard of by any means. You can do that. I think people can modify a lot of the guns that are available here in certain ways if they're really, you know, good at it. If they know what they're doing, they can probably modify a lot of weapons that are out there. Flying planes, yeah, not the most fun. You can dodge the chainsaws by sacrificing a gun or a knife. What? What does that mean? I'm legitimately curious as to what that means, Invisible. Okay, I think we're just going to have to explore here because this place is very poorly laid out. And we're gonna make some guesses. Like I said, there's weird shit that happens here. It is one of the strangest locations in the entire franchise.
Careful.
We don't care too much about that feral ghoul. You can kill him, Fox. That's a Reaver, of course it is. Everyone's a Reaver these days. Okay, well this hallway seems to be nothing. That's a trap terminal. Game, what do you want to do here? Blocking attacks reduces durability of your weapons. Stabbing enemies to get out of being grabbed will reduce durability. Oh, okay. Stabbing down enemies to stop them from getting up will reduce durability. Damn! That's gonna change up strategies a lot for the game. Okay, I'm trying to look at some guides here because this area is really confusing. We can't go that way. Try this way. Oh, actually, that's what we want. Yep, this is where we want to go. The Forsaken Ruins. This is where we want to go. The bobblehead is somewhere in this area. Like I said, this area is fucking weird. Gives you these weird flashes of the real world mixed with other stuff. And doesn't make a lot of sense, honestly. Okay, we got the password. You'll also no longer need to pull out the knife every time you encounter a crate. Oh, we'll be able to kick crates? Well, that's nice. That's definitely a quality of life improvement. Having to knife open everything. I wonder if there are going to still be snacks in the box. Snacky snacks. I'm sure they'll still be in some boxes. But who doesn't love a snack in a box? There's a restaurant called Jack in the Box. It's a restaurant that I've never actually eaten at. That I have no interest in eating at. Because I don't even think we have any around. Actually, no, I think we had one at some point. We're a little more sophisticated than that. Than a Jack in the Box. We like our Chick-fil-A's and our Starbucks. Our fancy schmancy fast food places. I would probably make more working at our Chick-fil-A than I do at my current job, which is really sad. Anyone with a positive attitude can work at a Chick-fil-A. Or anyone that is a Christian or can fake being a Christian can work at a Chick-fil-A. With Chick-fil-A, like, a lot of these, like, restaurant manager people make absolute bank. And I think people discount it for being, like, fast food related. Which is really screwed up because they make insane amounts of money in some cases. Like, if you run, like, 10 Wendy's or McDonald's, you're gonna be, like, a half a billionaire at some point. If you're smart about it. And plus, you'll never have to pay because you'll eat for free for the rest of your life. So you'll never have to buy groceries again unless you actually want food that's, you know, not shitty. Which to me, McDonald's, everything from McDonald's sucks. Except for their French fries and their dollar drinks. And their breakfasts are actually pretty good. Oh, my controller fell down. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? Game! Give me a break here. I dropped my controller. I was hoping that was the bobblehead right there. It was not. Send everything to Twitter to read all at once. I mean, I've been reading your comments. Snacks. Why butcher the word? People butchered it as like a joke for Metal Gear Solid, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we do have to go to the virulent underchamber. So this actually is where we need to go. So we're going the right way. This is a complicated bobblehead. This is the most complicated bobblehead. Head to the southernmost room and go through the other door. Okay. Whoa, okay. I just fell down like 4 stories. Jesus, game. Is everything in here just gonna make me fall down something? roamer and a glowing one. We can deal with that. Can the glowing ones bring things back to life in this game, or is that a different one? Oh, this weapon's almost broken. I didn't actually want that human flesh. There it is. The melee weapons bobblehead. Okay, good. We're done here. Very annoying building to deal with. Now we just gotta get out of here. I think this is our exit. Okay, good. Never have to come back here again in my life. We've got the repair bobblehead. And then science is in Vault 106. Good God, we still have like 7 more of these things. And there's an albino rat scorpion out here. Wonderful. Well, this is a vast majority of what we have left to do is the bobbleheads. Because the behemoths, there's only 2 more of them. I know where one of them is. I don't know where my followers are. Okay, let the albino try to kill my followers if they're still there. Okay, let's go back to Megaton. That's fine. Now give me a second to regroup here. Hi, Robert. Yes, they are one of the worst. I agree. God, we still have like 7 more bobbleheads to find. We got the repair. We still need science, small guns, sneak, speech, and unarmed. Oh, so we only have 5 left?
Hey.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit better. Let me check the bobblehead stand when we get into the house. But my character's gonna rest in here for a second and recuperate here, heal up, and do all that important stuff. Okay, there's 5 left. That is exactly what I want. Okay, we don't want to sleep because that'll screw us over with Falks being there. Okay, guys, so we got 5 bobbleheads left. So northwest of Vault 101, we will find Vault 106. Oh, that's actually not that far from here. That's our next location. It's in the living quarters. Alrighty, so at least we know where it is. After this, we'll only have 4 more bobbleheads and 2 behemoths, of course. Fox is killing someone. That's great. We're just gonna run to the vault. I really don't even care about enemies at this point. I have so many sim packs, they mean nothing to me. They're not doing that much to me, so it's okay. And Vault 106 is our entrance. Alright, we found it. Alright guys, I need to go use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alright, much better. So we're gonna head to the living quarters. And left 4 more after this, plus the 2 behemoths. And Psychotic Prankster, and another item. Actually, we might get the special item while going for our next bobblehead, because it's in that location. Or it's in a similar location. This vault's in pretty bad shape, apparently. course, we can't hack that terminal. Oh, yep, this is the vault that had the psycho drugs released into it. Sure is. It's probably gonna result in some weird shit happening. I haven't been in this vault in years. And it's full of crazed dwellers that somehow survived all of this until now. Okay, well, I'd love to know a little bit more about how they managed to make it this far. Okay, that's the reactor. So, how do I get to the living quarters? So we went through there. Nothing else in here, so this is the only way you can go. There's nothing else in there. Okay, we seem to be making progress if we're getting hallucinations again. We gotta get to the living quarters.
There are times that I feel the primal part of me pulling me away.
Okay, so this is where we're headed. He sent me everything on Twitter. Okay, I'll check it out a little bit later.
Game's over!
Okay, so somewhere in living quarters is our bobblehead.
I win again!
My headphones fell out. So it's somewhere in here. More drug hallucinations. Oh, that's the overseer's office. And we can't hack that.
There are times the primal part of me pulling me away.
There's a survivor. That it? Yes. I didn't care about the other two things. We got it. Alright, there's only 4 more. Whoa, okay. We got hallucinations. Can't remember the last time I've been in this vault.
Found it! Over here!
More crazy survivors that we don't need to fight. Because they're just a waste of my time and my ammo. So now we just gotta get out of here somehow. Okay. Toward the entrance. You hate the Battlefield 5 online trophies? Yeah, I agree with you. Battlefield 5 was not a fun game to begin with. Certainly not a fun game to go for the platinum in. It's not particularly hard, as you can boost everything in the multiplayer, but it's not a fun time. So, I mean, once I finish Division 2, I'll never have another online game again. Unless it's a game that I really want to play and start. Which is something to behold. Okay, the next bobblehead is in the National Guard Armory, which we're going to save for later. I want to save that one for a little bit later because I want to go ahead and do the other 3. These are all a little bit simpler. Next one is in the Yao Guai tunnels. To the northwest of Megaton. Kind of. 9 squares west, 1 square north. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's pretty far away. One simple enemy blocking our ability to fast travel.
Put up a
Oh wow, the game's lagging badly. Alright, so you're gonna let me fast travel there?
fight.
I might have to quit out here in a second. According to what you heard, the author of a horror manga series almost finished himself because he got sick of what he drew. Ooh, that's disturbing. And people wanted him to keep going on with it. Actually, we're also in the area of Rockopolis. So we might as well try to grab both here. Alright, so somewhere to the west of here is Rockopolis. So we're going to see if we can find it. This means we're going to have to at some point. That might be it. Ooh, yeah, that might be it. This looks like the right area now if I can find the actual secret entrance to it. That's an Enclave vertibird coming in somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's Rockopolis. Awesome. So we're going to get the unarmed bobblehead out of this. You know, we almost had Okami 2 had it not been for Clover Studios founder. Financial problems. Picked between Viewful Joe and Okami 1, but financial feud shut it down. Didn't they get a variant for, like, the DS or something, though? Didn't they get a DS version? Argyle! So that is the character from the Dashwood and Argyle whole series. So that's kind of cool. So, if anyone cares, he's here. How he survives here, I don't know. Yeah, because I thought we got, like, an Okami on the DS or something. Okay, so we got the Rockopolis bobblehead, so now we gotta head to the Yao Guai tunnels for our next one. After that, we should be at 18. rat scorpion doesn't care that we're here, so we're just going to run past it. There's another albino rat scorpion up there. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, crap. The game might have... Oh, no, it didn't, surprisingly. Okami wasn't made by Clover Studio. It's just considered a spin-off, not a sequel. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So I think even, like, Chugger Conroy Let's Played it, didn't he? I don't remember having much interest in that one compared to the original Okami, though. Oh, great, there's Enclave here. That's exactly what we need. It's going to cause the game to function so well. Yeah, I think our location is, like, right here. Yes, it is. So let's head into the Yao Guai tunnels. Canonically, Amaterasu birthed Chibi the wolf cub. Asexually, by not marrying anyone. She's a goddess. They do that all the time in Japanese folklore and myths. Cool. But she birthed Okami Den, and it's a cute little puppy dog. And I love all puppies. Puppies are best. I know that you don't like Puppies Invisible, but puppies are the best to me. Well, something just jumped across there. I assume it was a Yao Guai. We're almost done with the bobbleheads, though. 2 more after this. Bobblehead does not seem to be in this particular area.
It's amazing that people
We have to head to the specific Yao Guai Den, which is probably on one of these paths. Oh, hello, Yao Guai. That's a quantum right there.
Everybody's favorite freaks, the super mutants. Without our buddy...
Yeah, 3Dog, no one cares. I gotta find the specific Yao Guai Den somewhere. That's one right there. mean, this seems like it would be a den, but is this not what we're looking for? So Fox just killed something else. Is this it? Oh, this is where we're going. Okay, perfect. We found it. I think it's more than enough that Amaterasu herself was birthed from her father's eye. Her brother and husband were born from their father's other eye. And Susnu from the nose. So I guess that's all got some Japanese folklore to it. Folklore that I am not knowledgeable on. Where is this thing? .44 Magnum's pretty good, though. Okay, what's up here? No, that is not where we want to go. The bobblehead is in here somewhere.
Be aware of our surroundings.
South central, the main large room. It's not overly helpful, though.
We should be mindful.
Okay, we're looking to the south central of the room, and there's nothing here. Well, looks like this guide is wrong. It's been right so far, but here it is completely wrong. There's no bobblehead in this area of this location. So the guide is completely wrong. So we're just gonna have to look it up. northeast of the big irradiated pool of water. I don't know what this giant pool of water is. If you mean right here? Oh, okay, so it's on a metal box to the northeast of here. Well, look at that. The original guide was wrong. We found it. Once we had a reliable guide. We got 2 bobbleheads left to go. And 2 more behemoths after that. So one of the bobbleheads is in the National Guard Armory, I believe. Which is actually where we're headed later. The speech bobblehead, though, is quite easy as it's in Paradise Falls. That is a location that we do have access to. Come on, let's get out of here. So next up we will head to Paradise Falls for our next to last bobblehead. There it is. It's the speech bobblehead in Yulie Jones's pad. They currently like us here, so it's all good. Because I captured a slave for him at some point. We could always wipe this place out, but that's going to take too much effort for this playthrough. So let's just grab our bobblehead and get out of here. Because then we just got the National Guard depot, which has both our weapon and our last bobblehead in it. And 2 more behemoths. And then we'll be done. Okay, good. It's only 10 o'clock, so we should have time to finish everything for sure. Another hour.
What's the big idea?
That looks like a Big Willie Unleashed type of thing. The game from the Romians franchise that had the most weapons available out of all of them, surprisingly. And that I hope gets a remake, a remaster, or even a port. Because it's so unknown as a game, but it's actually not that bad, especially compared to Path of the Furon.
Give him a big thanks.
Path of the Furon was terrible.
Why do you have to yell all the time, Eulogy? I'm standing right here.
We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you.
Eulogy's being an asshole, but we got our bobblehead. So that's number 19. So let's get back to Megaton real quick. We'll do a little bit of trading, and we will drop off our bobbleheads. I can't fast travel from here? Are you kidding? Why can't I? This is because I wasn't overly hostile to the slavers. Look, I get it. They're obviously in the wrong. Slavery is wrong, but still. Even so, why am I getting punished for not being overly hostile to them? In the real world, we don't go and murder the slave drivers of countries that have modern-day slavery, do we? If we do, it's Black Ops operations I know nothing about. Which I fully support, but know nothing about. Missing slide. Well, slides being missing is not a good thing, right? So we're going to drop a couple of things off here, then we're going to go sell a few things. And then we're going to head off to our behemoths. Or at least one of them. Next one we're going to go to is in the Capitol building. I know for a fact that there's one in the Capitol building. I specifically remember that one. Yep, one bobblehead missing. Been less than 12 hours, so it's still working on the compound. That's fine. So we're going to head over to Moira, and I'm just going to sell a few things. And then we will head to the Capitol building to get rid of our super mutant behemoth. Once we get rid of him, I can't specifically remember where the last one is. I'm actually going to Google that real quick.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm overly okay overall.
Kinda busy here, but I guess I can.
Why did Infamous games stop releasing? Probably because Sucker Punch started to focus on other games. Like Ghost of Tsushima. Which, I mean, again, I love Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I want the Dark Gun back. I didn't mean to sell that. Ghost of Tsushima is amazing. I love that game. And I do hope that we get a sequel someday. I think we will.
Good hunting.
Okay, that got rid of a little bit of my weight. Hi, CJ. DLC trophies for LEGO DC supervillains require you to go into the end comic instead of just saving and exiting. So does that mean you... Is it like in the original LEGO Star Wars where you actually had to finish the thing for it to count? Is that what you're saying? Like you actually had to finish the level, in which case that kind of sucks. Canoning in Infamous 1 and 2 is that you're technically the evil ending. Or creatively bankrupt. I mean, I feel like it's partially because they just went on to develop other games. With like Ghost of Tsushima and such. Prince of Persia games stopped releasing. I don't know, because I've never really played any of them. So that's what you're saying about the Lego game. That sucks. Like, I feel like that was only a thing in like the original Lego Star Wars, where you had to complete the level for it to count, which is really stupid. They shouldn't have. I don't like that they make people do that. Man, I have not been in this area of the world in I don't know how many years. And if the game gets through here without crashing, I'll be shocked. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to sacrifice myself to get up there and get to the rotunda of this building. Because I don't want to deal with anything else. That's an overlord, of course it is. And a bunch of stuff is floating, so I'm not going to be able to get... Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be a bad time. If I don't glitch into a wall, I will be... If I don't... Yeah, I might be stuck in a wall here. Yep, I am stuck in a wall. Great job, developers. Just wonderful game design there. So we're going to reload the save from 3 minutes ago, and we're going to go back there. Team turned them into Assassin's Creed games, then into a cash cow with its milk expired. Alright, let's go back to the Capitol again. It's only for the DLC levels. That's really weird. I haven't heard of a game doing that, but I wouldn't put it past them. Okay, so let's try to get to the Capitol without the game crashing this time. Or, no, it's not even the game crash, it's the fact that I got stuck out of bounds. Because there's still 2 behemoths left to kill. And this is one of them. So we gotta kill this one, and then we still gotta go find another one over at Jury Street. And then there's still a whole nother bobblehead and unique weapon to pick up. So So we ain't done yet. It's probably going to be another hour at this rate. Unless the game decides to actually start functioning right. Which I don't expect it to. We're at a point of the game expected to be broken. Why does it lag everywhere? Just let me get to the Capitol building. Come on. A bunch of unarmed old people reached the Capitol building on January 6th. It shouldn't be that hard for someone who actually has a gun. Which, by the way, the so-called Capitol insurrection was a false flag event equivalent to the 1934... Oh, that's fucking broken. Equivalent to the 1934 burning of the Reichstag in Nazi Germany that brought the Nazi Party to power, just like it brought a certain party to power in the US currently. It was a false flag. The video footage that's out there now proves that it was a blatant false flag. Not even questionable anymore. The only person that died was an unarmed white woman shot by a black police officer. If those races were reversed, it would be national news every night. So, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. Because clearly the game is very broken whenever I try to get near the building. No books read. Like a true American. I like to read, though. Reading is fun. Reading is good. I enjoy reading. Every now and then. I don't do it too often because it does take up a good bit of my time. Is there a reason why the game just doesn't want to function here? Let's see if there's an entrance down here maybe I can get into. That's an overlord. Of course it is. Just avoid him. I don't care anymore. We have more than enough stim packs. It's fine. Provided the game actually functions long enough for me to get inside. Okay, we made it inside. Good. We might actually be able to kill this behemoth tonight. This game does not like me tonight. I can tell that. I have not been in here in a number of years. I don't know how long it's been, actually. So we have Talon Company here that are all aligned in fighting something. Such as a super mutant overlord. Again, we have so many healing items, it doesn't even matter anymore.
Commencing. Failure.
Oh, we're trying to get to the rotunda here. Okay, this is it. So there is a behemoth in here, as you can see. Let's use the precision Gatling laser, because why not? I guess Talon Company can't decide that they should probably be fighting the behemoth instead of me here. Okay, that's 4 down. 1 more to go. Yep, there's 1 more behemoth. He's a little bit further back. So we gotta go find him first. I have no idea where that door leads. Mostly just to a storage room that isn't particularly useful. Alright, let's get out of here. 1 more. So we have to head to the Jury Street Metro. West from Vault 101 and Megaton. This is going to be a one to get to. That's Enclave, isn't it? What's the Enclave doing here? You guys lost already. Why are you still here? Oh, he's got a death claw. Of course he does. But the death claw is a friend, so that's good. Let's just travel from Vault 106. So when we get to Jury Street, the Superhuman Behemoth is located near here. Is this the one where you have to go into the rail car to get? Okay, it is. Yep. I specifically remember that being a thing. Wait until the morning where it's light outside. Or the game's just gonna crash when I try to do a waiting screen, because of course it does. Oh no, it doesn't. And the game's crashed twice so far, so it's still 2 under the under. Because the over-under was 4. Okay, let me try something here to see if I can fix this without the game crashing. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Oh, we're getting our asses handed to us at halftime in the basketball game. Of course we are. We don't deserve to make the, down by 12 at halftime. You guys do not deserve to make it because you have a terrible coach. Brad Brownell needs to go. Said it for years. I'm going to use the bathroom again, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll be finishing this game. 1 more behemoth, 1 more bobblehead, and 1 more weapon. Alright, I'm back. We should be able to finish now. I had to pee, but I'm good now. Me tap water's got a bit of a weird taste to it, mate. I have no idea if that sounded any sort of like an accent that it should have. Alright, so if we can get rid of this behemoth, all we'll have left is one more bobblehead in the National Guard Depot. Which is where we gotta go for our last weapon anyway. So as long as we can knock this out, we're good to go. It's good because I'm tired, it's been a long week. Work is stressful. Enjoy the time that you have as a child. Because it's so many times better than being an adult. For the most part. Not in every way, but for the most part. Yep, Clemson's getting their butts handed to them by Virginia right now, which is not surprising. Though we're the most disrespected team in all of college sports. Finishing in third in the ACC will not be enough to go to the NCAA. Whereas the 4th, 5th, and 6th will make it. That's how rigged it is against us. And it sucks. They have to work 10 times as hard as any other school to get in. While also having very high academic standards. Also, the game seems to have crashed here. Wonderful. Because why wouldn't it do something like that? We'll give it about 30 seconds to see if it fixes itself, but it probably will not. How are you down by almost 20? Seriously? The fucking game is gonna crash again. Just load. How hard is it for you to load? Why are you gonna lag on every quarter of the thing? How did Bethesda think this was good? That's a very legitimately good question, is how did Bethesda think this was okay to release in this form on PS3? Skyrim wasn't this fucking broken on PS3. And that is saying something. Skyrim wasn't this bad on PS3. So how is this game so awful on PS3? It's insane. I can't understand how they ever signed off on this game on PS3. I mean, there's no doubt they never played it on PS3, never tested it on PS3. That is the only possible explanation. They never tested it, they never tried it, they never did anything on PS3. Because they never would have accepted this. It's frozen. It's frozen. Wonderful. Well, I guess we get to do another console reset here. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes, guys, because this... Alright, we're back yet again. And the audio is super delayed in here. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you just love it when the game does that? I just love when technology doesn't work properly. That's the best highlight of my day. Because that's pretty much every day at my job. Technology never works right. Come on, just let me finish this game. This is insane. Just be nice for once in all of history and let me finish this game. I swear the game has never been this broken. I honestly don't think it's ever been this bad. But of course it is when I decide to stream the game. Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? Because why would things ever work out well for me in life? Because they never do. I don't ever expect anything to work out well for me, but I would like things to actually function if I pay $60 for them. I think that's a fair compromise. I don't think that's asking too much. I swear. Okay, good. Okay, so from Jury Street, we're gonna find a rail car somewhere. Oh, of course there's Enclave here, because why would anything be done reasonably? Fire! Fire! You know what? I'll take the Deathclaw being there, that's fine. Okay, so we have to walk west from the metro. Oh, I'm walked the wrong direction. This direction from the metro. I have burned a lot of ammo for this gun. I believe that's our target down there, and I hope it is. I'm just ready for this to be over. So you'll find a teddy bear in a shopping cart for some reason. Activate it. And you'll hear random noises. And that is actually what triggers the behemoth. It is a very unique encounter. If he ever decides to spawn, that'd be great. Lots of merchant there. Is that Evergreen Mills over there? That's Evergreen Mills, isn't it? Yeah, that is. Where's the behemoth? Where the hell is the behemoth? You know what? Take the teddy bear, see if that spawns him. In any other playthrough, the behemoth will spawn when you take that teddy bear. Apparently, it's not going to work here. Because why would anything ever work for me? Why would anything in my life ever work out well? Oh, he did spawn? Well, geez, the game did not make that very obvious. Like, the game could have made it clear that he was there. Okay, that's the last one. We got our trophy here. There it is. Alright, all we have left to do is one more bobblehead. Let's see if we can get it. Hey, Sweet Plays. Got a skill field trip to Disney World. Very nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, let's see if we can get to this area. This is the last one. It's the last bobblehead. And it is the location that we wanted to go to anyway. Well, we can't go that way because the game does not allow it, so I don't know how we're supposed to get there. See if I travel south from Vault 108. Parents made you go and it's also your last year. Well, that sounds like at least a fun trip. My senior year field trip was to a fucking petting zoo. I shit you not, guys. That's where my senior field trip was. I know it's because the head of school... I've made this analogy before. But it's like the class of 2014 at my school was Gryffindor. And the head of school was Dolores Umbridge. You fill in the rest of it. Don't worry too much about it, Sweet Plays, though, because, like, whatever you think about in high school really does not matter at all. It might matter for getting into really, really high-level colleges, but it doesn't matter that much. For me, I mean, I got into a pretty good school. I got into several pretty good schools. I mean, my GPA was pretty good, but I was also at a private school, so I guess that affects it a little bit. But trust me, whatever your aspirations are in high school do not matter. Your mind will change throughout college. And then after college, when you get into the real world, honestly, your degree may not make a difference. Because a lot of people just do things that are not even related to their degree. My current job is pretty heavily related to my degree, but I'm not sticking with it. I don't think for that much longer, personally. At least not with the company that I'm currently with. Failing in Algebra 2. Trust me, Algebra, don't let it get you down. Algebra is literally pointless. It is 1000% pointless. You will never use algebra for a second in your adult life unless you were an algebra teacher or any sort of a math teacher. Unless you were a math teacher, you will never use it. You will never need it. If you want to be a math or algebra teacher, then yeah, failing that would be concerning. But no, algebra is so fucking useless in the real world. It's hilarious. So we want to head to the depot training area. We're not even going to scavenge stuff. We're just going to head straight for where we need to go. We're finishing this thing here. And then 12th is full-on depression. Yeah, 11th grade especially was pretty depressing for me. Saying the Wasteland Messiah still walks upon us. That's good. Ooh. Activated somewhere else. Blow up everyone and see what happens. It's not activated somewhere else, is it? Okay, there we go. Not going back to school, you're trying to leave it. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, being a teacher probably sucks pretty badly. Fast food restaurant pays you more than being a teacher. I swear I think being in a fast food restaurant probably pays more than what I do. Depending on where you are in the country, it definitely pays more than what I do, which is ridiculous given that I have a 4-year degree. I'm a health science major. You know, healthcare, literally the thing that keeps people alive, doesn't pay that well. And that's the thing, is that unless you're a doctor, you don't get paid well in my field. And I am not a doctor. I did not go to 12 years of med school. Or 8 years of med school, or whatever it is they have to do.
You can't hide from me. I can taste your fear.
Which I hated school, so I do not mind not doing it. School was hell for me. I still love seeing, like, God, this is something ridiculous. I remember seeing, there's a guy that I was never really friends with, not a particularly good person. That he was like, during the pandemic, and this was, you know, during the actual pandemic when people didn't know what the hell was going on and if COVID was going to kill you or not. This dude's an athletic trainer. An athletic trainer. I'm not paid less than minimum wage, but I'm paid well below what I should be for the job that I'm doing. Yeah, he is an athletic trainer who got his job most likely due to his daddy being able to pull some strings. Because he was never smart or never a good person or nice or anything. And during the actual pandemic, he has the nerve to post that athletic trainers are healthcare workers too. Okay, maybe by true definition you are, but you're not on the front lines fighting a fucking pandemic, sir, like I am. Because I've been on the front lines of this thing since May of 2020. And seeing people that think they're actually important and actually making a difference and trying to elicit sympathy for saying that they're healthcare workers and such, that just pisses me off. Like, you'll never work a day in your life, and daddy got you your job. That pisses me off a lot. Because a lot of the people I knew from school, their mommies and daddies got them their jobs and whatever it is that they do nowadays, and they're oftentimes trust fund baby type of careers. They don't actually do anything. These are people that don't actually do anything, that have absurdly easy lives because mommy and daddy bankroll everything for them. It just pisses me off. 'Cause, I mean, I grew up in a, you know, a rural area. I was the rural hillbilly person in my school. It's not that my parents were poorly off by any means. It's just that I actually learned, you know, to have a work ethic. Like, I was taught to have a work ethic. I was taught to be grateful for things in life, stuff like that. I don't know, the people I went to school with still piss me off constantly to this day. It's why whenever we have our 10-year anniversary, like next year, I would love to lose like 20 pounds and look like jacked up like The Rock or something. In CIA or whatever that movie was, Central Intelligence. That's what it was called, Central Intelligence. Be jacked up like The Rock in that movie. I would love to be in that position. That'd be awesome. I'm not dedicated enough to work out like that, though. And just pretty much tell them, like, go fuck yourselves, bitches. I need to have a hot wife to go fuck afterward, too. Which is never going to happen. I mean, that's never going to happen, but it would make it more interesting. I'm most likely never going to get married and probably never going to have kids either. I'm realizing that more and more now. Want to try to be an actor or a boxer? I mean, go for it. I can't imagine that schools care that much about one class nowadays, do they? Like, do they actually care that much about one random and completely pointless class? It's like, again, I can promise you, Algebra 2 is not going to do you any good in the real world. Most math classes are not going to do you any good in the real world. That's a lot of ammo. Because most math classes are just completely pointless. Like, what is it, geometry was so pointless. Because it was literally just solve proofs for hours at a time. Like, how is that ever going to benefit you in the real world? How is solving absurd numbers of proofs ever supposed to benefit you as a human being? What is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for our planet? To be able to solve the proof of x plus x equals y. Or whatever the fuck a proof was. I'm sorry, I'm still angry about that. About that whole class I had to deal with. I don't know what it was, and quite frankly, I don't care. Because I despised every second of that. My parents would make me go to, like, early morning tutoring with that teacher. Or early morning, like, professor type of sessions. So I'd get up at, 6 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. like I should have as a normal functioning human being. And once again, that glass gave me no benefit in the real world. Geometry has not helped my career in the slightest. And showing up 10 minutes late to class these days means nothing. Okay, the depot offices, that's good to know that's there. Because my company is pretty much a flex time type of company to where you show up and you work your 8 hours, and even if it's a few minutes late and you stay a few minutes late, that's totally fine. Which I definitely like. That's how companies need to be. We need to head back to the depot. Back through here? I don't know where this wants me to go. Wait, we came in here, didn't we? I feel like we did. Where the heck is this bobblehead? Oh, you were killing me, developers. This is the last thing I need. We're missing one bobblehead. Where is it? Just be nice for once and tell me where it is. That's probably not the door I need to go through. No, I don't think that's it. Training areas to the offices and back to the depot. We might be going in the right direction, actually. Electrical switch ahead to the left. This? That's a fire extinguisher. Oh, we hit it! Locked doors 2 levels below. Oh, we might have it. Oh, it was this door. Look for it on a shelf near a doorway. Oh, I think it's down here. At least I hope it is. So no, we can't go through there unless we have the killer holotapes, I don't believe. Maybe it's a later door that we can't go through yet. Okay, well, we'll drop anything that we don't need here. I gotta admit, this place is pretty well defended with these weapons. There's a random missile launcher, but we need the missiles instead. Assault rifles. Dirty water and stim packs. A minigun that we don't really need. There it is. The last bobblehead. We got it. That is going to be our platinum trophy. Vault-Tec C.E.O. Well, no, it's not our platinum trophy. I'm dumb. That is not our platinum trophy. We still have Psychotic Prankster. I completely forgot about Psychotic Prankster. So down here we have the ghoulified remains of several humans. And we have the Merv experimental fat man. So, the Merv. We will show it off in a moment. But it is insanely overpowered. So this is all the Killer family stuff.
What have you got on your mind? Yes, by all means, let's.
Let's go and repair. So they were supposed to be waiting out the apocalypse down here, I guess. We're done with all the important stuff, so we just have Psychotic Prankster and we have the Platinum, so we're getting in the next, like, 10 minutes, guys. So let's get some hype in here. Yep, we're getting our asses handed to us in basketball. I'm not surprised. We're lost by 14 right now. I guess it's not over yet, but I'm not overly surprised. I knew we were going to lose. Oh, I don't want the assault rifle. That's useless. So now we just got to get out of here. Easier said than done. That's a gas leak. Let's get out of here. Alright, so let's head back to Megaton here. And we're going to grab Psychotic Prankster, and then we're done. This is crazy. It's done. Another couple minutes, and we're done. Okay, so we are in Megaton. And actually, now that I think about it, there is something else we gotta do. We gotta get our skills up. We need... It looks like medicine is the only skill book we don't have. Or is the only skill that we don't have maxed out. So yeah, let's look for skill books for medicine.
I hope things are going well with you today, sir.
Get up from the desk, no one cares. I assume it's DC Journal of Internal Medicine. Okay, it got up to 96. So you guys see how to max out your skills. I don't really think it's necessary to show me going and finding 4 more skill books. Because that would be a waste of my time and your time. So you see how to do maximum skills, though. It's not that hard. So you would just need a few more skill books for that particular skill. And then you'd be done with maxing out. I mean, it's close enough. I can always look up more if I ever want to go back to the save file. But what I care more about is grabbing the Platinum Trophy right here in the next couple minutes. So we want to drop our armor. And then I want to put on a Stealth Boy as well. They want to pickpocket the settler. And want to give him a grenade.
Shit.
And that will kill him. Alright, just waiting for the trophy to pop. There it is, Psychotic Prankster and Platinum Trophy. That is it, guys. We did it. We got the Platinum Trophy in Fallout 3. My very first Platinum Trophy, reobtained with 100% completion. It's done. We did it. It's done. We got that Platinum. So let me go ahead and sync up trophies and show you guys what happened. So, Fallout 3. It is not a hard Platinum Trophy, by the way. I don't think it's that hard. So, you have a bunch of story trophies. Everything through there is story related, but some story quests can be missed due to certain actions. Then we have a bunch of miscellaneous quests here. Big Trouble in Big Town can be missed. Superhuman Gambit technically can be missed. Wasteland Survival Guide can be missed. Those I don't think can be missed. Nuka-Cola Challenge I believe can be missed. Head of State can be missed. Replicated Man is unmissable. Blood Ties can be missed. Oasis, I think, can only be missed if the game bugs out on you. Power of the Atom is unmissable. Tenpenny Tower is unmissable. Strictly Business is highly missable. You gotta shoot him in the head is only missable, possibly due to bugs. Skilling Independence is unmissable. Trouble on the Home Front is highly missable. Gotha's Song is only missable if you're really mean to a Gotha the first time you talk to her. Riley's Rangers is technically missable, but it's very unlikely. Then you have your trophies for levels 8, 14, and 20, which I've shown you guys how to do those. Weaponsmith, there are 7 custom weapons. Nothing too difficult as long as you find the schematics. You have to kill 300 people and 300 beasts. Or 300 people and 300 creatures, both of which are easy, just a little bit time-consuming, at least for the people. 50 speech challenges you can easily farm with the character in Little Lamplight if you don't get it normally. Data Miner 50 terminals you should get by the time you finish all the DLCs, same with the lockpicking trophy. The 100 locations is very easy, just discover any 100 locations. If you have the Explorer perk, it's even easier. Psychotic Prankster is no difficulty. You guys saw it right at the end of the game. Kill all the superhuman behemoths and find all 20 bobbleheads. Nothing difficult there. Just take some time. Then we have DLC. You have 4 unmissable story trophies for Operation Anchorage. The Pit has 3 unmissable story trophies, and then finding the 100 steel ingots, which ended up being a lot easier than I expected. 3 unmissable story trophies for Broken Steel, plus 3 trophies for level 30, which I obtained already, same way as before. 3 unmissable story trophies for Point Lookout, plus the Locations trophy, which is very easy, just takes a little bit of time. 3 unmissable story trophies for Mothership Zeta, plus the highly missable Alien Archivist trophy. So overall, the Platinum took me about 12, took me about 4 months to get the Platinum. You could certainly do it a lot faster, though. It took me about like 46-ish hours. It's not a hard Platinum trophy by any means, but it does take time. So do keep in mind that you are going to be at this for a good bit of time to be able to get that Platinum. Or especially the 100%, but it's nothing too terribly difficult. So that is going to be it, guys. Fallout 3 is done. The Platinum Trophy and 100% have been obtained. So there will eventually be a potentially very long video about this game out. But otherwise, that is going to be it for this whole series. So, future streams for now will probably be South Park, because Terminator seems to be being done as videos. So, next up will probably be South Park. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. Give me some cred in that Fallout Trophy Hunter or just Fallout Player universe. And I will see you guys later for more videos and streams and such.